Hello friends, Ecuador's banana groves, sprawling under the Andes shadow, churn out 227 million boxes each 40 pounds in 2025's first 7 months, up 4.7% from last year. Here, Juan Ramirez, a farmer, stakes $5,000, 0 cents per hectare, not just on crops, but on his son's college dreams. This land is our lifeline, he says. Voice steady but weighted. Terrible misstep and we lose everything. Ecuador dominates the banana trade, shipping 199 million boxes in 2025's first half, 4% organic, feeding Europe's hunger. Europe's 2024 harvest of 677 tons falls short, pulling in 5.8 million tons of imports to keep markets stocked. Juan's bananas face a 9,000-kilometer trek to Rotterdam, costing $0.1 to $0.2 per pound. A razor-thin margin where climate chaos looms large. As sunrise hits his fields, Juan senses the stakes. Abundance teeters against nature's wrath, binding his fate to a perilous journey. The work begins in the dirt. Juan's team plants seedlings, battling 2025's brutal foes, tropical race 4, TR4, a fungus thriving in hot, wet conditions, and black sigatoka, slashing global yields by up to 20%. Past losses haunt Juan. A failed season nearly broke his family. He clears diseased leaves through pounding rain, ensuring each bunch of 8 to 12 fruits gets light and air. Rover-to-handing machines, new in 2025, boost efficiency, lifting Ecuador's quarterly output by 1.77%. Droughts hit hard once, Juan says. Now floods threaten, but every leaf I save is for my boy. As trucks haul 500 bunches daily, a faint leaf blemish sparks dread, a hint of trouble that follows the cargo to sea. A single jolt can bruise fruit, spiking losses to 3 to 5%, or double in storms. Juan's shipment braves the Atlantic, a 10 to 30-day gauntlet where 2025's climate-fueled tempests drive global shortages of 10 to 15%. A phone call halts everything. A Rotterdam inspector's voice cuts sharp. Random tests flag TR4, quarantining Juan's 500 crates. Clear it in 24 hours or we torch $50,000, 0 cents your whole season. The ultimatum stings. Juan falters, his son's future flashing before him. It all hung in the balance, he recalls, voice low with fear. Dockworker Maria in Rotterdam grimaces. TR4's nightmare quarantines can ruin farmers. With EU checks and tariffs tightening, the stakes soar. But Juan fights back. He taps IoT sensors in the containers, tracking 13 to 14 DGC and 90% humidity live. Data shows a 2% anomaly with no real threat. He triggers StarRipe TM 2025's ripening tech, stabilizing the load remotely. IoT slashes losses by 30%, snatching victory from ruin. That grit fuels Rotterdam's factories, where triumph takes shape. In 10 minutes, 1102 pounds batches rinse clean, robot-guided scanners, culling 5% of 3,000 fruits hourly, cutting waste by 20%. Vacuum-sealed bunches of 4 to 6 preserve freshness. Others turn into chips, fried at 180 DGSC for 2 to 3 minutes, bagged at 150 grams. Banana fibers with 1,500 units per centimeter strength craft over 1 million sustainable goods yearly. Paper, bags, hope. StarRipe redefines our fight against waste, a technician says, eyes bright with purpose. Juan's harvest, now transformed, ignites a broader vision. In Berlin, shopper Anna bites into a banana. Choosing sustainably after learning of Juan's fight, his journey from Ecuador's fields to global tables ties us together. That scare forged my strength, Juan says, a smile cutting through exhaustion. In 2025, with shortages looming, new Cavendish strains point to renewal. Stand with farmers like Juan. Choose sustainable bananas. Their saga, born in soil and storm, shows that with innovation and heart, fragility turns to lasting light.
We will start the farming documentary with footage shot in a food factory preparing chicken breast for sausage processing. Chicken breast for mass sausage production must always be fresh, free of spoilage, strange odors, good elasticity, and stable moisture. To select the best chicken breast pieces, sausage factories often process directly on the fresh chicken processing line. The quality breasts are then trimmed, skinned, and excess fat removed, ensuring a consistent product. The chickens are then carefully washed and sterilized to meet strict hygiene standards. They are then passed through an area containing modern machinery to mix ingredients and spices before becoming sausages. Share the video to learn with us how food processing machines operate in a sausage factory. The preparation of the sausage filling begins with the grinding process, where selected cuts of meat are passed through an industrial grinder, which grinds the meat into a smooth, homogeneous mixture. This step is important because the texture of the ground mixture affects the final taste of the sausage. Once ground, the meat is transferred to large mixing vats, where a mixture of spices, salt, and herbs is added. The spice mixture, which is usually pre-measured and ground into a fine powder, is slowly mixed into the meat using powerful mixers. These machines ensure that the spices are evenly distributed, binding the meat into a flavorful mixture. If you've been watching our farming documentary closely, you'll have seen that this thorough mixing process is key to achieving the consistent taste and quality expected of every sausage produced. The next step is stuffing the sausages. The prepared filling mixture is fed into an automatic stuffing machine. This machine carefully injects the mixture into the natural or synthetic casings that have been prepared by factory workers. This ensures that the size and weight of the sausages are consistent. After stuffing, the sausages are linked and cut into precise lengths. They can be cooked in a variety of ways, cooled and packaged to ensure food safety. Finally, the sausages are labeled, boxed, and ready for distribution to consumers. Some statistics show the consumption of sausages in the United States from 2011 to 2020 and forecasts until 2024. Accordingly, it can be seen that about 249.08 million Americans used sausages in 2020. This number is expected to increase to 254.79 million by 2024, further affirming the popularity and love of Americans for sausages. Are you a sausage fanatic? Like the video and continue to accompany Trending Farm in the next minutes to learn more interesting agricultural documentaries revolving around sausage processing technology. To produce huge batches of sausages, it is impossible not to mention the industrial meat grinders and sausage factories. They are diverse in models, sizes, and types to suit the scale and cost of each production line. Vertical grinders are often used because they are effective in processing large volumes of meat, while horizontal grinders excel in continuous operation and are ideal for processing large quantities. Bone grinders are specially designed to grind meat with bones, ensuring durability and efficiency. Planetary grinders, with their versatile design, offer a variety of accessories for different processing tasks. Each type plays an important role in maintaining the quality and consistency of meat products in food factories. Although not mentioned much in our recent agricultural documentaries, industrial washing machines are a great invention for food factories around the world. With the main purpose of cleaning food, industrial washing machines are also divided into many types: conveyor washing machines and vegetable and fruit sterilization machines. Most of them work on the principle of high-pressure water jetting for cleaning. If you want to learn more, leave a comment yes, and we will answer in the next agricultural documentaries. Combined with sausages to create a popular and nutritious fast food, delicious bread. In this farming documentary, we will take you through the steps to make those delicious breads. First is the mixing and shaping of the dough. Flour is mixed with water, yeast, and salt to form a smooth, elastic dough. The mixture is kneaded thoroughly in high-powered machines to create gluten, which forms the structure of the bread. After kneading, the dough is left to rest for a few minutes, allowing the yeast to work and increase the size of the dough several times. Next, the dough is shaped into long or square loaves depending on the molds available in the factory. At this time, the dough mixture will also be brushed with a layer of butter or egg white to have a beautiful color and aroma after baking. The final step is baking. Baking bread involves heating the dough to the correct temperature to achieve the perfect crust and texture. Typically, bread is baked at 375 def for 25 to 35 minutes, depending on the recipe and size of the loaf. During baking, the outside of the bread turns golden brown, while the inside is cooked through. An internal temperature of around 190 def indicates that the bread is fully baked. This careful control of time and temperature ensures that the loaf rises evenly, is flavorful, and has a crispy crust. Surely Trending Farm viewers have enjoyed hot dogs at least once, right?
Bananas are a global staple fruit, with South America cultivating over 2.8 million hectares of banana plantations, contributing significantly to the global supply. As shown in our farming documentary, the journey from farm to market highlights a seamless blend of traditional agriculture and modern technology. Farmers begin by preparing the soil, ensuring an optimal pH of 5.5 to 7 and incorporating organic matter to promote healthy seedling growth. After planting, they manage weeds, which can reduce yields by 30% if unchecked, and employ integrated pest management techniques to control infestations. Diseased leaves are removed to prevent the spread of pathogens, while the removal of banana flowers accelerates the development of clusters, which can weigh up to 60 pounds per bunch. Technologies like GPS-guided irrigation systems and mechanical weeders further boost efficiency, ensuring sustainable practices across these vast plantations. Bananas typically take 9 to 12 months from planting to reach harvestable maturity, depending on climate and cultivation practices. Workers assess ripeness by inspecting the color and size of the banana bunches, ensuring they are firm and fully developed before being harvested. To prevent damage during the process, bananas are carefully cut with sharp knives, avoiding direct contact with the fruit, and then gently placed into protective crates. On average, each worker harvests about 500 bunches per day, a testament to the efficiency of both traditional and modern methods. Once harvested, bananas are transported either by hand or using mechanical vehicles, with large plantations employing trucks or conveyor belts to move crates to processing areas. This blend of time-tested techniques and advanced machinery helps maximize productivity while ensuring the bananas remain in top condition for the market. According to farmers in the farming documentary, proper handling and timely transportation are essential for maintaining banana quality and minimizing losses during transit. In banana processing factories in this farming documentary, fresh bananas are peeled and sliced into uniform pieces, typically about 1 to 2 centimeters thick, before being deep fried at 180 DGC 356 DEF for 2 to 3 minutes. This technique ensures a crispy texture while preserving the natural flavor. Official sources report that approximately 2 to 200 pounds of bananas can be processed in a single batch. After frying, the bananas are cooled to room temperature before being packaged into 150-gram bags, ready for distribution. This method helps maintain the banana's crispness, flavor, and nutritional value, making them a popular snack worldwide. Modern equipment ensures consistent quality and high efficiency in production. The process of making fabric from banana stems, known as banana fiber production, begins with harvesting the stalks of banana plants once the fruit has been removed. The stems are then stripped and processed to extract long, strong fibers which are soaked, cleaned, and dried. These fibers are often spun into yarn and woven into fabric. The resulting material is durable, biodegradable, and eco-friendly, used in products like clothing, mats, and bags. Official sources report in many farming documentaries that banana fibers can have a tensile strength of up to 1,500 newtons per centimeter, making it a versatile and sustainable alternative to synthetic fibers in various industries. The banana industry in South America faces severe challenges from storms and floods which can devastate entire plantations. In a farming documentary 2020, Hurricane Iota caused losses of up to $200 million, 0 cents, in banana crops in Colombia alone, damaging more than 20 hectares of land. These extreme weather events not only reduce yields but also disrupt the logistics of transporting bananas, causing delays and further financial strain. To address these issues, farmers are adopting advanced technologies like weather prediction systems to better prepare for storms and using drainage systems that reduce flood risks.
In the UK, this conversion process can take up to 3 years, with inspections to ensure compliance. Farmers often begin with non-organic animals, with sows undergoing a conversion period before producing organic offspring on certified organic land, although they never reach full organic status themselves. This approach is increasingly supported across the European Union, which aims to dedicate 25% of agricultural land to organic production by 2030. Denmark is at the forefront of this movement, with stringent regulations ensuring that organic pigs are healthy, disease-resistant, and well adapted to local conditions. Pigs on organic farms must have access to outdoor spaces year-round, though regulations vary by country. The required space for each pig is clearly defined, with nursing sows needing about 7.5 square meters of pen space and piglets requiring 0.6 square meters, depending on their weight and age. Organic pigs are fed only organic feed, including roughage, to address protein deficiencies due to the lack of essential amino acids such as lysine and methionine. This deficiency can slow growth and increase the risk of disease in piglets, while fattening pigs can have reduced lean meat content, typically reaching 54 to 56% compared to 58 to 60% in conventionally raised pigs. To mitigate this, organic farms can temporarily use up to 5% non-organic protein until 2025, usually from potato protein. Combined with the addition of bananas to their diet, which typically makes up 10 to 20% of the diet, it provides a cost-effective nutritional supplement rich in vitamins, minerals, and fiber, which enhances meat quality and digestibility. As you can see in this farming documentary, organic pig farming is more than just adding bananas to their diet. They are fed a varied diet that includes grains, grasses, vegetables, fruits, and even banana stems. Farmers also mix rice bran with other ingredients to provide essential minerals and nutrients on a daily basis. This holistic diet ensures that pigs receive essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber while avoiding synthetic additives and pesticides. The benefits of feeding pigs an organic diet are remarkable. It improves the quality of the meat with superior flavor and nutritional value, promotes better digestion and overall health, and is consistent with sustainable farming practices. Furthermore, organic farming often has improved living conditions for pigs, raising animal welfare standards, as highlighted in many farming documentaries. In organic farming, as we have often highlighted in our previous farming documentaries, mud baths play an important role in promoting pig health. On organic farms, pigs use mud baths to regulate their body temperature, especially in hot weather, keeping them cool and comfortable. Our farming documentaries often highlight how mud acts as a natural sunscreen, protecting pigs from sunburn and reducing the risk of skin parasites. Additionally, mud baths allow pigs to engage in natural behaviors, reducing stress and improving their overall health. This is not only essential for animal welfare, but also improves meat quality, reflecting the sustainable and humane practices praised in our organic farming documentaries. Like conventional pigs, organic sows will also reproduce every 6 months, giving birth to an average of 10 piglets each time. However, due to their mainly outdoor living environment, the instincts of organic sows will be more evident. They will prepare nests with straw or clean grass before giving birth to ensure the best breeding conditions for the piglets. Piglets stay with their mothers much longer than in conventional farming, around 8 weeks old, and then they are moved to the same group of adult pigs and other pastures. Separating sows and weaned pigs gives farmers more control over the breeding process, as pigs can enter the breeding phase at 5 months of age. In the event of a shortage of organic sows, the EU organic regulation still allows the purchase of animals of conventional origin. However, these animals cannot weigh more than 35 kg. The purchase of sows is usually carried out according to certain regulations and time limits. If you want to know more, leave one in the comments section below. We will answer in the next farming documentary. In addition, farmers are obliged, in principle, to treat sick animals effectively and promptly. The difficulty here is that the use of antibiotics for therapeutic purposes must comply with very strict regulations. For animals over 1 year old, antibiotics can be used up to 3 times a year. For animals under 1 year old, antibiotics can be used for no more than 1 disease. If this minimum number must be exceeded for therapeutic reasons, the animal concerned will lose its organic status. In general, organic pig farming requires not only a focus on the diet, typically bananas, but also on breeding and care factors. Each of our farming documentaries will help you learn more about one aspect.
Maple Leaf Farms, the largest duck farm in the United States, spans hundreds of hectares in Indiana and raises over 10 million ducks annually. The farm features automatic ventilation, air conditioning, and humidity control systems to ensure an optimal living environment. It is divided into indoor and outdoor grazing areas. The green grassland allows ducks to move freely and is regularly supplied with water. The indoor barns have wooden frames, mesh surrounds, and mesh floors for waste management. Given ducks' affinity for water, the farm includes a pond system for swimming and diving. What do you think of this barn system? Let us know in the comments. To ensure high-quality ducks, farmers begin by carefully selecting duck breeds and eggs, which are then placed in incubators. The ideal incubation temperature for duck eggs is between 37.5 dC and 38 dC, with humidity levels maintained at 65% to 75%. Farmers monitor the embryo's development through regular egg inspections and cool the eggs twice daily for 30 minutes each. Ducklings typically hatch after 28 days. Upon hatching, they may need assistance to break free from their shells. Newly hatched ducklings are weak and require warmth, provided by heat lamps. Farmers select the healthiest ducklings and initially raise them in small cages with regular access to food and water. As the ducklings grow, they are moved to larger enclosures and fed duckweed. After 4 to 8 weeks, once they have grown sufficient feathers and can feed themselves, they are transferred to a centralized breeding area for adult ducks. This careful process ensures that the ducks are healthy and well prepared for transport, maintaining high standards throughout their development. After raising ducks for a period of time, they are moved to a larger grazing area to produce more productive eggs. Ducks are transferred to specialized transport cages, meticulously crafted to create comfort and ventilation, reducing stress. The mobile ladder led them into the vehicle compartment. The floors are divided to optimize space, increasing duck capacity per transport. Professional drivers manage transportation, using trucks equipped with precise temperature control and ventilation systems. This ensures stable conditions, protecting the ducks from external weather variations. Trucks are cleaned and disinfected regularly, adhering to strict hygiene standards. What will you think after sharing this video and immediately receiving a happy surprise in return? Try it out and leave your answer below in the comments section. In your opinion, what will the ducks be fed on the farm? Ducks are omnivores, so their food is very diverse, including concentrated food, rich in protein, green food, and vitamins and minerals. Baby ducks need to eat 4 to 5 meals a day. Adult ducks need to eat 2 to 3 meals a day. Workers will adjust the feed formula for the ducks according to their age, quality, and stage of development. They can be fed in specialized trenches or directly on the floor of the barn where the animals are raised. Duck breeding season usually runs from February to June, with laying periods lasting 20 to 30 days. After laying, ducks rest to recover their health. Farmers create safe laying conditions by spreading straw or soil in the barns. Ducks lay an average of 10 to 15 eggs per clutch, though some can lay up to 20 or more. Farmers hand harvest the eggs every morning, storing them in bags or mesh baskets for transport to the processing plant. For generations, this facility has honed the art of crafting salted eggs using clay mud. Duck eggs, preferred for their larger pores facilitating salt penetration, are soaked in a brine mixture of clay mud and coarse sea salt. This ancient method envelopes each egg in a protective film, preserving them while imparting a distinctive earthy flavor. Stored in controlled conditions, their flavors intensify over time. Roasting enhances their aroma, infusing them with a smoky or earthy complexity. Boiled and cooled, the eggs are meticulously dried, then packaged. Automated machines delicately seal each egg with plastic film, ensuring freshness. Depending on quality and storage, each salted egg may fetch $2 to $5. These eggs, prized for their versatility, grace both savory and sweet dishes, enriching culinary experiences with their rich flavor profile. After finishing, some salted eggs are machine washed, with the farm's equipment capable of cleaning about 100 eggs at a time, maintaining water temperature between 35 dHE and 45 dHC. The salted eggs are then peeled, and the thicker, darker red yolks are removed. These yolks are subsequently weighed, measured, and classified by size. Salted duck eggs boast a distinctive salty, fatty, and fragrant flavor. The saltiness comes from the salt, the rich taste from the yolk, and the unique aroma from the spices used in marination. There are various ways to prepare them: boiling, baking, or eating with other dishes. They should be stored in a dry, cool place away from direct sunlight and can be preserved for a long time under proper conditions. Have you ever tried this delicacy? After watching this video, we hope you appreciate the production process every time you enjoy salted eggs. Thank you for supporting Trending Farm. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for future videos about our modern factories' processing methods.
Think the USA is the land of the free? Not when it comes to food. Some delicacies are completely banned, from rare cheeses to exotic meats. While some prohibitions are for health risks, others stem from environmental or ethical concerns, often tied to how they're made in processing factories. Let's dive into 20 foods you can't legally eat in the USA. Imagine biting into a fruit so dangerous it could send you into a coma. That's why ackee, a tropical fruit native to West Africa and Jamaica, is banned in the U.S. When unripe, it contains hypoglycin A, a toxin that causes Jamaican vomiting sickness, leading to convulsions, coma, and even death. Despite the ban, canned ackee is allowed under strict FDA regulations. ensuring safety through careful monitoring in processing factories. If you're curious to try ackee, always purchase from reputable sources and never attempt to prepare fresh ackee yourself. Safety first, this exotic delicacy is best enjoyed with caution. Once the drink of artists and poets, pre-2007 absinthe was feared for its supposed mind-altering effects. This strong anise-flavored spirit contained thujone, a compound blamed for hallucinations and erratic behavior. The most infamous case was the 1905 Lanfray murders in Switzerland, where a man killed his family after consuming absinthe, fueling bans across Europe and the U.S. However, modern research debunked the myth, proving excessive alcohol was not the real culprit. Today, absinthe is legal in the U.S. if thujone levels stay below 10 ppm. Strict regulations in the processing factory ensure compliance, but enjoy responsibly, hallucinations won't happen, but overindulgence still has real risks. Casu marzu, a Sardinian cheese aged in a unique but controversial way, is banned in the U.S. due to severe health risks. Packed with live maggots, this cheese undergoes uncontrolled fermentation, leading to bacterial contamination. The FDA strictly prohibits it, as consuming live larvae can cause intestinal myosis, a rare but dangerous condition. With bacterial levels exceeding safe limits set by modern processing factory standards, it's no surprise this cheese is illegal. Yet some food enthusiasts still smuggle it in, paying up to $100, 0 cents per pound. Personally, while culinary curiosity is great, no dish is worth risking your health. In the U.S., horse meat is off the menu due to ethical concerns and a long-standing view of horses as companions rather than livestock. Some claim the processing factories were shut down in 2007 because horse meat is unsafe. But in reality, the ban was driven by public outcry and legislative roadblocks. Meanwhile, countries like Japan and France continue to consume it, arguing that it is leaner and more sustainable than beef. Critics say the ban ignores potential economic and nutritional benefits. But the truth is, it's not technically illegal. While processing factories are prohibited, importing and consuming horse meat remains possible. What is it? Fugu or pufferfish is banned in the United States due to the dangerous poison tetrodotoxin, which can cause paralysis if not prepared properly. Even a small mistake in cutting the fish can cause unpleasant events. Despite the safety measures, the risk remains. There is no antidote for tetrodotoxin. So think twice before trying this delicacy. Bull testicles, often called Rocky Mountain oysters, are a traditional dish in western states like Colorado and Montana, where cattle ranching is prevalent. Typically battered and deep fried, they are praised for their tender texture. However, in several U.S. states, regulations and cultural stigma limit their sale, especially due to concerns over meat safety in processing factories. Despite the controversy, they remain a sought-after dish at ranching festivals. Would you try them? Queen conch, a marine mollusk beloved in Caribbean cuisine, has been banned from harvesting in U.S. waters since 1985 due to severe overfishing. Once abundant, its population declined by 70% in some areas, leading to strict conservation efforts. Despite this, a black market trade persists, with thousands of pounds illegally smuggled from the Bahamas each year. While importing processed conch meat from approved processing factories is allowed, illegal harvesting threatens the species. Should the U.S. increase penalties for illegal trade to protect this iconic seafood?